Hi everyone, it's Beth, and today I wanted to talk to you about a couple of small cap coins. But first, let me remind you that I am not a financial advisor, so everything I say here, it's only my opinion. So please, take the time, do your own due diligence, and then remember to never invest anything that you are unwilling to lose. Okay, so first I'm going to start off by talking about Propy. Then I'm going to jump over to PotCoin and wrap it up with some DeepOnion. This is just a couple of small cap coins that I find to be pretty darn interesting. So I thought I would start here. If you guys have any other coins that you think are interesting and would like to have me look into and perhaps talk about, then please leave those in the comment section. So this was, I had already looked into DeepOnion a little bit, but I did look into it more for this video. So I really enjoy the research part. So if you guys have anything else that you want me to research, then let me know. All right. And also, while I'm talking about things, if you wouldn't mind liking the video and subscribing to the channel, that would be wonderful also. Okay. So here, let's talk about Propy. Now, Propy is, if you are not familiar with it, this was a coin that had an ICO last year. This is revolutionary, basically, as far as I'm concerned. Like when I think about what the blockchain is really going to be used for, this is the real property transactions. This industry, I think, is absolutely just made. It's like the perfect match for blockchain. So I think that Propy is just a brilliant application here of blockchain technology, and I'm really just intrigued, basically, to watch as this property does develop, or I'm sorry, as Propy does develop. In case you've been watching my channel for a long time, you might remember that I actually did review this when the ICO was coming out, because hey, I just think that this one's really cool. So I still think that, and here is an update since that time on kind of what they've been up to. I'm going to link this Crypto Slate article right here that is an introduction to Propy. This is very nice, easy to understand, so I'm going to link that. But basically, Propy, if you're not familiar with it, it's kind of a three-pronged real estate platform. So the first and most basic portion is that they are going to have real estate listings. They do have real estate listings available that you can search through their database. It's meant to be an international property listing service. And then they will also have a smart contract layer where they are going to be serving as, doing a lot of the escrow services, a whole lot of the nitty-gritty that is normally done by a trusted third party. Well, Propy can step in here with smart contracts on the blockchain and get rid of the need for a lot of the trusted third parties that have traditionally filled this space. So again, I just think that that blockchain and real estate is a great match. So the final phase then is to have all of the property records recorded on the blockchain. So that is going to take a bit of work with regulators, because the current law structure doesn't really allow for that. But they are, with what is available right now, they are already working with municipalities and even states and the country of Ukraine, but they are working to already get some of this implemented and tested. So very cool stuff. I really like Propy. Like I said, I'm definitely going to link this, so this is worth your read. Over here's the Wall Street Journal, and it is an article about Propy, and that is because there is currently a pilot happening in South Burlington in Vermont for property records to be recorded on the Ethereum blockchain. Woo, that's amazing. So it's just really cool. Again, it's just a pilot, but they are working and getting real life implementation of this. Wow, I think that's amazing. So That again, this is a Wall Street Journal article. That's like as mainstream as you can get. So I'm really, really liking that the coverage that Propy is getting. So that article is good too. There is also, here's what a blockchain property deed looks like, because those are being recorded now, which is so cool. And they look just like a deed. That's what this article basically says. Here is one, though, that is recorded, and it's just a deed. But down here in the warranty information, there is a smart contract listed here and a QR code where you can look up this document on the Ethereum blockchain. So I really, really think that this is the future of real estate and of property records, that they will be on the blockchain. It's just, there is way too much bad title out there for there not to be an effort made to go through and get good title and then have that be an immutable record. That just has to make sense to me. So I really like Propy. That's why. Here is, so Propy was, I think it was $1 when the ICO came out, but you know, it's way off of all-time highs right now. I really think, you know, this is a platform that is doing things, and that's really amazing. So also, though, I will say, and this probably is right about here, Propy did get listed 2 weeks ago on Bittrex. So it is a small cap coin, but it is getting a lot of attention, so I thought I would cover it for you today. Okay, so next up, let's talk a bit about PotCoin. And so I'm sure you didn't think that this video was going to go to the nuclear talk, to the talks with North Korea and disarmament in North Korea. Disarming the Korean Peninsula is really what's being talked about right now. But you may remember that Dennis Rodman actually went over to North Korea to talk to Kim Jong-un, and he has been there a couple times. And most recently, he was sent by PotCoin. So, yeah, PotCoin has, they, on their Twitter, they are, you know, mentioning that they would certainly like to, you know, have some credit for the peace talks that are looking like they are coming up between President Trump and Kim Jong-un. You know, let's remember that Dennis Rodman is a friend of President Trump. They were, I mean, friend might be a strong word, but you know, there are at the very least acquaintances for a long time. Dennis Rodman was on the 6th season of The Celebrity Apprentice, so their history is long there. There was some other Twitter stuff with Dennis Rodman in North Korea and President Trump before he was the president. But in any case, I think that with this information in the news right now and PotCoin having some tie to it, that, you know, there may be some amount of publicity that comes the way of PotCoin. This is a very small cap coin, so, you know, it wouldn't take a lot to move PotCoin. All right, some other reasons that PotCoin exists, because it's really not just about publicity stunts, but they are designed for, so there's a problem in the United States where we have a fair number of places that have a legal cannabis industry, but because our federal regulations do not allow for illegal cannabis, there are issues that legitimate businesses have with doing their banking for their businesses. So PotCoin is trying to service the legal cannabis community with, you know, having a decentralized cryptocurrency that is designed for use in this industry. So that is kind of the concept for PotCoin. It's been around for a long time. This was created in 2014. It is a staking coin, so you know, if that's something that you're interested in, this has been around a long time and has been staking for a long time. So they also, a couple days ago on 420, they did have an announcement that Charlie Sheen is releasing something called Sheenius and more. And Sheenius is going to be his own, his own pot product and cannabis product. And it is, as part of the packaging, he is going to be mentioning PotCoin with every package. So there is not a lot of information about what was, this is basically just a press release that they were going to have a relationship, but more details will be to come. But they are going to be listed in, so this product will be sold in a store that accepts PotCoin for payments and will have that recommendation as a part of the packaging. So there you go. That's the information that I have there with PotCoin. But there's Dennis Rodman there in his PotCoin shirt. But PotCoin is, and let's go back over to CoinMarketCap and we can look. I mean, PotCoin, it's a really cyclical coin, and it is, it's down also. So it moves around a lot though, and there is a fair amount of relatively positive news or news that could turn very positive if, I don't know, we have peace on the Korean Peninsula breakout that PotCoin might be able to lay some credit towards. Very far removed, but I mean, you got to start somewhere, and the trip with Dennis Rodman really was, even way back in 2013, really did start to, at least get people talking about, well, Dennis Rodman going to North Korea. So, all right, let's move on and talk about some DeepOnion. So we can go ahead and I'll just start here on CoinMarketCap for DeepOnion. And so DeepOnion is another one. It had its ICO in 2017. This coin, it's a privacy coin, and it's a small cap privacy coin. I mean, this rank is 328, but we are way down off of all-time highs here again with DeepOnion. And I will say that one of the most attractive things about DeepOnion, really, there's a lot of layers to this one, but the community is just huge, absolutely huge. If you go over to the Bitcoin Talk, there are over 1,200. There's 1,200 pages here on their Bitcoin, on their ANN threads. So just an amazingly active community. So, that being the case, and considering the amount of technology that they are talking about utilizing, I think that this really could have, some bigger success than what we're seeing. Certainly there are a lot of privacy coins out there. This is just one of very many. All of these, they're just one of very, very many coins that are out there these days. Tokens, there are a lot of tokens. So I do think this one looks really cool though. So, okay, let's go over here. This is the main page for DeepOnion. And DeepOnion is listed on Cryptopia and on KuCoin. That is where the majority of the volume is done on those two exchanges. They also have their wallets available for download on Windows, Mac, and Linux. It was part of their 2018 roadmap, and they did achieve the goal that they were to be releasing their Android app in the Google Play Store. It says they'll soon be listing the Apple App Store app for that, but that was what the roadmap had laid out. They definitely achieved that goal. That is great to see. So I did read the white paper. There is a lot of information in it. There is a lot to this. So, some of the basic stuff here is that they run on the Tor network. They use Tor to mask basically, they use Tor for a couple different things, but they are using the Tor network to make sure that your IP address is not broadcast, your geolocation isn't broadcast. They really have a lot of different layers here. So it's not just that Tor is broadcasting, a different IP address. But then they're also using zero knowledge a whole bunch of different privacy things. There's zero knowledge transactions, there's ring transactions, there's coin join transactions, there's, oh my goodness, like if there's a type of privacy that I think I've encountered before, they are implementing it as a part of this coin. So really, really, really very interesting stuff. And, let's see, this is proof of work and proof of stake, and they are, so the staking here for the first year for DeepOnion is a 10% staking reward for the first year. Second year, it's going to decrease to 5%. Every year after that, it's going to be 1% for staking. Because this is a proof of work, proof of stake hybrid, they have different transaction speeds, different block speeds for each type. So it's slower for proof of work than for proof of stake transactions. But on the average, when you average everything out, they say that it's going to be about 62.5 transactions per second, which is a lot more than a lot of the major coins out there. So they do think that they're saying that this is scalable also. So there is a lot of really, really, really attractive things happening over here with DeepOnion. So certainly staking is very attractive, and the anonymity and protect just all sorts of this. Good. It's good stuff, and the community is huge. So I thought I'd just talk about this. Really, this DeepOnion was what got me started on this video today. In the last video that I did, there was a lot of people talking about DeepOnion. I had actually taken a position a couple months ago in DeepOnion, but I think I'm going to buy down that position because I'm certainly not broken even on it yet, but I think I'm going to buy it down because after I looked more into this project, I really, really like it. So, more than I did from the less information that I had before this video. So it's really, also they have this Vote Central, which is open now. So they have 3 different tiers of who gets what amount of vote, but basically this is like a democratic voting system for decisions that are being made within the community, and there are like a bunch of different types of decisions. I mean, this one is whether to vote for a more modern wallet user interface. Here's a vote about the Electrum wallet, and this one also has to do with a Ledger app for your Ledger hardware wallet. So and then talking about exchanges, certainly I think if this gets on a bigger exchange, then wow, that could be really cool. So, but I really like DeepOnion, and yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. So those 3 coins, they're the first 3 of the small cap coins that I thought I would highlight for you. Yeah, there you go. I hope you liked the video. If you did, again, do leave a like. If you want to see more from me, then please do subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, then please do leave those in the comment section. And as always, I want to thank you so much for your time today, and I will see you next time.